Okay, let's look at finding the equations of circles. Now for a circle we need a point for the centre, and then the circle will be all the points that are a certain distance away from that centre, and we call that distance r. So I've named my centre AB. Sometimes we use a capital letter like C to refer to a point, but I want to set up the equation of a circle that has centre at AB and where the radius is r. And to do that, I'm just going to use the fact I'm going to call this point xy, and I'm going to find the equation that links x and y, and I'm going to use the fact that I know how to work out the distance between 2 points. I know that the distance r between AB and xy, I'm going to apply a formula we learnt in the previous section, that I just do the square root of the difference in x squared plus the difference in y squared. And the difference in x, well, my x coordinates are x and a, so I subtract them to get x minus a, and I do the same with the y coordinates to get y minus b. So this is actually the equation of my circle. But to make it look nicer, I'm going to actually square both sides to get rid of the square root. So I'm going to get r squared equals, and then on the other side when I square it I just write it without the square root. So it's x minus a squared plus y minus b squared. Okay, and that's my equation of the circle. So here's the thing you have to learn. It's not in the formula book. You need to know the circle with centre AB and radius r is x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared. And for a particular circle, a, b and r will all be known numbers, but x and y remain as x and y. So let's put this equation to use. Okay, here's a case where I just have to set up the equation of a circle. So I've got the centre, I've got the radius, so I remember my formula. X minus a squared plus y minus b squared is r squared, and I select the correct values for a, b and r to plug in. Well, a and b are just the coordinates of the point, so I can plug those into the subtractions. Notice that the y coordinate is minus 7, that's my b, so I'm taking away minus 7, but of course I can write that as y plus 7 instead, and of course on the other side I just get equals r squared, which is 3 squared, but of course in giving the answer it would be normal to simplify 3 squared to 9. And I could stop here. This is a perfectly respectable equation of the circle, but sometimes you need to give this an expanded form. So in order to expand it out we need a couple of grids, one for x minus 2 squared and one for y plus 7 squared. So here they are, and writing these terms together and putting them into the equation I get x minus 2 squares to this bracket, y plus 7 squares to this bracket, and the 9 just stays as 9. And now all I've got to do is just put the terms in a logical order. So I'll start with my x squared and x terms. So I've dealt with that one and that one, here they are. And then I move on to the y squared and y terms. So I've dealt with that one and that one, and now what I haven't dealt with is this plus 4, this plus 49, and the 9 on the other side. I'm going to subtract that from both sides to get 0. So in terms of constants I've got the 4 and the 49 being added and the 9 being taken away. So all I need to do is tidy up this constant term, and I have this version of the equation of the circle.